So a lot of people like to throw around the false idea that vegans are spreading propaganda and false information. And you know, us vegans hear that so often, that's almost become a joke for us. It's kind of like how we're so often referred to as a cult. We just laugh at it and then we start to joke about it. Because the flaw with saying that is that veganism is based on so many truths in so many different fields. Like I said in my last video, we're talking history, statistics, science, and your own morals. It supports all those things. And to claim that it's propaganda is completely contradictory. Completely. So please, before you go and claim that a vegan is wrong, think twice about it. Do your own research. Don't just deny it because you don't want it to be true. Actually do some research. And another thing, when people argue with vegans, or when people argue about anything in general, if one person can't think of an argument against what you said right away, it does by no means mean that the whole message they're trying to convey is wrong. Can you see how flawed that assumption is? I mean, many vegans are educated, so they can, in most cases, refute any argument that you could possibly come up with, because in most cases we've heard them all before. So repetitive. But if ever it happens that someone's trying to disprove veganism while arguing with a vegan, and the vegan just can't remember in that moment when they're under pressure in the middle of an argument where he or she often has no support, it does not mean that veganism as a whole is wrong. And if you feel satisfied after you think you've won an argument with a vegan, think again, because that vegan was one person. And we vegans know that what we're saying is right. What we're supporting is right. We're supporting the end of so many needless deaths, whether that be humans or other animals. Because we're supporting the end of so many chronic disease cases. We're supporting the end of world hunger. We're supporting the end of mass animal slaughter. And we're supporting the end of an industry that destroys the environment so much that it makes hundreds of plant, animal, and insect species go extinct at an insanely high rate. I don't remember the numbers, to be honest, but if you go on the Cowspiracy website, the fact is there. So yes, the takeaway from this, ultimately the message I'm trying to convey here is that just because somebody who is under pressure can't remember how to refute a certain argument does not mean that the thing they're supporting is therefore completely wrong. That's completely illogical, and I think everyone knows that deep down, but they don't normally consider that in the heat of an argument. And ultimately, what I'm saying is, when it comes to consuming animal products, we know that that isn't right. Just like we knew it wasn't right to view other humans as slaves. Just like we knew it wasn't right to oppress a certain gender. Just like we knew it wasn't right to suppress a certain sexuality. It makes no sense. And right now, vegans may be the minority, but our movement is growing every second. And I think if there's anything humanity would have learned by now, it's that just because a group of people is a minority, but does by no means mean that they're wrong. So once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.